So in this video, I'm going to share with you the easiest and most realistic way to make $1 million in real estate. And I'm sure you're tired of all sorts of gurus saying that and claiming that it's easy, but in this video, I'm going to show you a real, actual strategy to do it. And if you stay till the end, I'll break down the actual math, the numbers, and the deal we actually just acquired recently that we should make over $1 million on. And no, it is not Airbnb, it's not wholesaling, it's not crypto, and it's not flipping houses. If you clicked on this video, you probably tried some of that stuff. You've probably flipped a couple houses, maybe you've wholesaled something, maybe you've accumulated 3 or 4 rental properties, and they're single family homes, and they're maybe making $100, $200 a month cash flow each, and you feel like this is not gonna move the needle. This is not actually going to get me to my goals. You feel like you're just spinning your wheels and throwing money into a burning pit. You probably thought you'd be sitting on the beach somewhere, collecting passive income, getting to your cash flow number to replace all your expenses, but then you realize this is gonna take a very long time to get there doing it this way. Trust me, that was me. I did the exact same thing. I tried Airbnb, I tried crypto, I tried residential rentals, and I figured out this is going to take way too long, and I figured out something that actually works, which is commercial real estate. Before I actually get into the deal, if you're new here, my name's Graham Story. I'm a commercial real estate investor and broker. I also have a podcast where I talk about all kinds of this stuff, so check that channel out, like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be posting a lot more content about commercial real estate, and if that sounds interesting, like I said, please subscribe. So let's get into the deal. So we purchased a 22,000 square foot warehouse. It is multi-tenant, it has 5 different units, and we bought it for $1.1 million. So we got a pretty good deal on it because we bought it completely empty and there was no tenants. So what is our plan with this property? Our plan is pretty simple and straightforward, which is one of the beauties of commercial real estate. We plan on releasing the property at market rates with solid tenants. It's not that complicated. This particular property has 5 different units, each one around 4,000, it's like 4,400 square feet. We're going to lease this property for $9 per foot. And in commercial real estate, everything's valued on a per foot basis. So it's per foot per year. So if you take 22,000 square feet times $9 a foot per year, that would give you a net operating income of $198,000. And here's what most people do not understand about commercial real estate versus residential real estate. Commercial real estate is valued on the income. It is not valued on the comparable sales. So it doesn't matter what your neighbor's property sold for. It's just how much is the property making and how much is it profiting, and whatever that is, you slap a cap rate on it, which I'll explain in a second, and that's going to determine the value. So if you can increase the income of the property, you can therefore increase the value. So the formula is simple. You take your net operating income divided by your cap rate, and that gives you your property's value. If we take this property and we lease all 5 units up for $9 a foot, like I said, that's going to be $198,000 of net operating income. If you apply a cap rate that's pretty average across the nation right now, which is about an 8 cap, to that $198,000 income, that will give you the value. Before I go further, I'm going to explain what a cap rate is. Cap rate can be a pretty complex topic, but easy, simple way to look at it, it is your rate of return for that year. It's just like a snapshot for that year. Just here's an example. You have $1 million property and it's an 8% cap rate, that property is going to make $80,000 a year. So like I said before, the formula is net operating income divided by cap rate equals your value. So if we take our net operating income of $198,000 and you divide that by an 8 cap, assuming if someone bought it, they'd be getting an 8% return on their money, then you're talking about a value of $2,475,000. So just like that, by taking a property that was completely empty, renting it up with solid tenants at a triple net market rate of $9 per foot, and then you sell it to somebody at an 8% cap rate, your value is now $2,475,000. And guess what? If we bought it for $1.1 million and our value is now around $2.4 million, you can do the math there. That is a spread of $1.375 million. And all we did was find a good deal, put it under contract, close it, market the property for lease, get all these leases signed, and now we made $1 million. That's the beauty of commercial real estate. It's very simple. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's simple. Now, does it take a lot of work to fill these properties up? 100%. Does it take a lot of work to find these properties? 100%. But the concept is very simple, and people do this all the time to where they make hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. And to clarify, we have not made $1 million on this deal yet. Like I said, we've got it about halfway leased. Should be fully leased pretty soon, honestly, because these are desirable suites. And when we do that, we're likely going to hold it. And this gets into our next part, which is the options. So what options do we have? So once we've filled the property up, we've gotten it stabilized. That's the term for it. So we have 5 tenants paying us rent. We've got it stabilized. At that point, we have several options. We could sell it and make our over $1 million. We could do a refinance. We could pull some of that value out, or we could just hold it and collect the cash flow. And that's one of the beauties of commercial real estate. Once you stabilize the deal, you have all kinds of different options, especially if it is a good deal. So single family homes, flips, wholesales, and Airbnbs, none of them get you anywhere close to this type of leverage. That's why you see a lot of the big shots, the people who have done very well for themselves, a lot of them are in commercial real estate. Now, that's not to say you can't make money in residential. You absolutely can. It just depends on what you want to go after. And in my opinion, commercial real estate is a much simpler and easier way to do it. Like I said, it is not complicated, but it is hard work. In residential, if one HVAC unit goes out, boom, there goes your cash flow for the whole year. In commercial, the name of the game is just creating value. And if you can create value by raising rents or restabilizing it by filling the property that's empty, or maybe you do some renovations, then that is the name of the game and you can make tremendous amounts of money. So I hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown. If you're interested in learning about the asset class that I'm going all in on in 2026, click this video here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.